Well, just under 3 weeks ago, young Ryan Sanderson had a very nasty fall at Charlton, which put him in hospital. His parents soon rushed down to be by his bedside. He's back recuperating well. I caught up with his father, Shane, to get the latest. Well, Shane, young Ryan, the wonders of youth.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was lucky he was young and his bones were flexible and yeah, he's a very lucky boy.
Shane, what was the extent of Ryan's injuries?
He just had some bruised lungs and he had some internal bleeding. So yeah, it was the internal bleeding that was a worry early on, but yeah, it's all good now and he's on the mend.
You and your wife wasted no time getting to the hospital?
Yeah, no, it wasn't good to watch, and we within about an hour we jumped in the car and started headed off, and yeah, got down there as soon as we could.
It's a bit like any parent watching their child play any sport. It's certainly a worry, even though you know the risks involved.
Yeah, oh for sure it is, and it's not nice when you don't know what's going on and you can hear the announcer on the television, you know, calling for ambulances and whatnot, and he's lying on the track. Yeah, you sort of don't know what to think.
How did you handle the crossing of the borders back and forth?
Getting down there was not a problem. Coming home we had to apply for a permit, and then we had to isolate for 2 weeks. So yeah, it's been put us out of action for about 3 weeks, but yeah.
And Ryan's road to recovery?
He's good, yeah. No, he's a bit steady there early on. He's getting better all the time now, and we hope to have him back at the track within a couple of weeks. So yeah, he's going good.
No doubt, like any 17-year-old, he'd be very keen to get back into the thick of the action, get back on the horse, so to speak.
Yeah, get back in the sulky, actually. Yeah, he's in this case, but yeah, he's looking forward to going back and driving and going back down to Aches. Yeah, no, he can't wait.
He was driving in outstanding form too. He's getting a lot of rave reviews.
Yeah, he's just coming along. I mean, I think he's got the fundamentals. He just needs to be going round and round, a bit of experience, and he's just starting to get a bit of a go along. And this is probably a bit of a setback, but if he can get back down there and start getting a few drives again, I'm sure he'll keep improving. And yeah, hopefully it goes well.
Trey, let's go from one of your stable stars to another. Where you've been bopping one around at Newcastle last night on Friday. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I was happy with him. He's probably a little bit under he's first up, and thought he was going to get a cushy run on the rails, and then the horse outside of him galloped, so he was obligated to come off the fence, and he raced wide. Then they went a 52-mile rate at Newcastle, so first up he probably not what we really needed, but he come through the run good, and he'll tighten up, and yeah, he's probably a little way off his best yet, but he's on the right track. Any
ambitious plans at this stage?
Look, Queensland and Melbourne are certainly on the table. I'm not sure how we're going to go get into Queensland, but there's a couple of the Breeders' Crown races in Melbourne that he's eligible for, so they come up in a couple of weeks. So we'll just have a talk to the owners, and that's probably looking like the most likely option.
Shane, you've had a lot of experience playing sport. Of course, you're very heavily involved now in harness racing. How did you handle 2 weeks in quarantine?
Not good. No, not good. Lucky there was a couple of television rooms in the house, but no, I was glad to be out. Couldn't wait. Yeah.
We've also heard about your footballing career when we last spoke to you. You probably didn't like the performances of the Brisbane Broncos at the end of the season either.
No, but I like the performances of the Maroons during the week, the Queenslanders.
Oh, we're going to play that game, are we?
No, we had a dreadful year, the Broncos, but on the bright side, there's only one way to go.
Certainly is, and hopefully for New South Wales we'll bounce back and square the series.
Let's hope not, but yeah, hopefully it's an interesting game.